Okay, hello everyone. I just decided to show you that I'm back, and I feel that this is just a great moment to share with you how to draw backgrounds. I mean, we all start with the basic idea of using one point perspective, and we know one point perspective is a common way of drawing. I'm gonna quickly draw a quick background right here on my system, and this is going to be very quick. So this is a door, and we're going to draw some walls, and I'm going to show you how to use this perspective tool. So I think I use two perspectives. Now for me, when I'm drawing, I'll use two perspectives. Two x's you see there in the screen, those two x are the two perspectives, so you can try that. And yeah, so I think that's one of the things you can actually try. So let's just put that way on the road. Yeah, so let's add some doors. Okay, so and yeah, and I think that one of the things is that this is actually a quick drawing. So it took me hours because I was just like adding details in different directions. So it's not like I did it in one day or a few minutes. But anyway, you get the idea. So I'm happy that many people are coming to the channel. I love the attention you give my channel. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe, and I really, really, really love the idea of you guys giving me so much. It's just thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyway, so let's continue and let's put this up and start running. So yeah, but backgrounds are quite easy if you keep your mind at ease. You keep your mind at a very, I mean, look, all you say is get some reference, and when you get some reference, you can get some really, really good way to handle the references. And yeah, so I guess that's one part of it. Okay, so let's see, what else can you do? Well, I think that when it comes to perspective, uh, I believe that you can just understand the structuring and just try to add a lot of shapes. And remember, like I said, a lot of reference. I think I'm using a, such a room for this reference, but I mean, in my reference, there is the bed is not on the right side. I think it's on the left side, and just add some minor tweaks to it. So yeah, and that's one way to handle it. Yeah. So okay. Now I believe that most of us here just really really get the idea. So here we are. So oh okay. All right, right. Here we go. Here we go. Now okay. Then we got that door over there, and that, I mean that door there gave me a trouble. I mean that's a door behind that lamp. And it kind of gave me trouble because I was like, because I was trying to make things overlap each other. This just makes it have a lot more depth rather than everything just like alone. So I just tried to make the doors and put a lot of rectangles and rectangles inside rectangles, squares inside squares, and then I just focus on the line. And I used to say, finish one part of the drawing first before you move to the next. Yeah, that's what I used to say. Focus on the line, focus deeply on what you need to do. Don't just jump into coloring. Don't just jump into coloring. Don't just jump into any of that. Just focus on the lines. And yeah, and I think that's going to be all right. So that's really great. So yeah, and all right. So I think this is actually good, great. Okay, and yeah, good. So I think we're done with the line. So line art, I think I'm almost done here. So um, let's see. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's fill everything black, and I'm gonna fill one side with the window to be bluish light. I'm just lighting the scene. So if anybody has any questions in the comment, put the questions in the comments, please. So let's continue with that. So yeah, so I'm just showing the lighting. I'm just saying it's like a sharp contrast lighting. You can see it. This is what I do to drawings that I've colored and just use that nice looking, I don't know, highlights. It's a good way of like dividing it into two different sections: the dark side and the white side. This is a window and the light falling onto the bed. I just like light it up, and I also had some darkness in some section there. Okay, so let's add some colors, basic colors, some green. This is just basic color, right? So I guess this is what I'm doing. This is another layer, and digital artist. So I'm just putting this another layer. So yeah, so I guess that's that. Okay, so I hope you can still see the doors and everything right now. But right now, everything's gonna be clearer later. But right now, it's just dark, and there's a lot of light in the windows and in the on the bed. So I guess that's one thing. So yeah, right. Okay, so let's see what else is there. What is there? Right. Okay, and I think that we also I should have added some lighting to the yes, I should have added some lighting to the yes, I should have added some lighting to the lamps, but I thought maybe you know what, I don't it's still light, it's still light. It's morning time in this scene, so I don't think anyone would switch on a lamp in the morning, so I guess that maybe I just thought maybe I don't really need a lamp, right? I just thought, forget about that. So yeah, we go and right, let's add some other contrast. I'm gonna use more like a black and white lighting. So this is just me of putting colors and creating different kinds of lighting. So in this new layer, I just put black over it, and I erase some white over it. Right, so here we are, we're still coming in. Yeah, and it still looks good. Still looks good, it's still okay, but it feels flat. Still feels flat. I guess I had to add some textures. This is like a quick way to do it on your phone or on your tab or your system. I'm gonna go for more complex ones in the future, but this is just for basic ideas. So, yep, it's just crap right now. Okay. Right, so I just added some layers. I took some pictures. This is like basically for some pictures. All these textures you're seeing I'm adding to that wall in the far section of the room was actually gotten from some pictures. So yep, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Right. Okay, so let's continue. So let's add some faded shadows. Okay, so we see the light. Some textures on the bed. That's I took it from some picture too. I erase. Right, so I erase that. Erase that, and I, really get on with it. Right, so here we are. Okay, come on, let's go. Let's go, come on, let's go. Let's go, come on, let's go. Let's go, come on, let's go. Right, good. You can see that the light on the bed feels more interesting, right? So I think that's gonna work well. I didn't have time to color it with directly with texturing, but the reason why I didn't do it is because I didn't want to waste our time on this video. So sorry about that. So let's have some textures on the floor. So I just had to erase that, find some textures I can, really place on the floor. Yeah, this just makes it looks interesting. Right, and yeah, now we just give it that nice looking effect, and this is looking great. So the background now we're done with the bed. Let's put some multiply because I'm actually putting some blending effects on the layers. And if you're not comfortable with layers, I think you should search on layers, and so I guess you should search on layers. So and yeah, I think that you should search on layers. So yep, all that. So yeah, good. We just add that over there. We add that over there. We add that over there, and we add that over there. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that wall, that vertical wall, behind the bed. I think it's I think it's add some nice textures there too, and sort of make it look really classy, really nice. Yeah, and that's kind of like really weird, huh? So, yeah, okay. Um, what else is there? Um, right. So I guess this is it. This is it. Yeah, so the light falls onto the bed. Now the bed, I thought it had some like flowery fabric textures onto it. Because what's a fabric without patterns? So I guess that's what I guess decided to put there. I'm sorry I didn't color it directly. I just added textures onto it. So I guess doing this to teach you guys how to quickly create a background. So and I just erased the pictures over it. So uh, yeah, so I guess that was worked with this thing, I guess. So yeah, so I didn't add any light to the lamps. Sorry about that. The lamps are in the dark, and I decided to add some tinting. This actually shows how light is reflecting at certain sides. You can either see those things I place on the bed, on anything I put in the scene. I guess it had some tinting, some nice looking reflections. So, and I think that's you. Thank you for watching, and I will be watching you this time. Please subscribe and hallelujah. Thank you. Love you guys. Put a smile on my face. Subscribe. Please subscribe. Bye. Yeah, bye.